Mahathir also arranged for a philanthropist to help fund tuition classes for Malay students.
Mahathir was more serious. He was concerned about the conditions of the people of the land. Now, that was the sort of thing which the average young medical student in Singapore did not do in those days. He was far more mature than the rest of us. Mahathir was very much a leader, not a follower. He had definite ideas of his own, which he enunciated.
Well, I had ideas that I can make some money writing for the press, for the papers. So I started writing, and of course I'm very interested in the social condition of the Malays. It is something close to my heart. I know the subject because it has interested me always. The problem of Malay farmers, the problem of Malay fishermen and women, the position of women, the position of the Malay language at that time.
Mahathir became a regular columnist for the Sunday Times, writing under his childhood nickname, Cik Det. Mahathir may have been very good at speaking his mind politically, but when it came to the opposite sex, he was at a loss for words. At the same medical school was 21-year-old Siti Hasmah.
She was not a raving beauty or anything like that, but you see, I was brought up not knowing girls at all. In school, it's a boys' school. I didn't even know how to behave with girls. I keep on referring to them as he, and I mean, I use the male pronoun because I wasn't used to girls. So being in the class with a girl is to me is a great leap forward in terms of culture, Malay culture.
He wasn't impressive at all. There's nothing striking about him except that he's from a young man from Kedah, and there were many of them.
Well, Hasmah was the only girl in a group of 7 Malay students, so a lot of people crowd around her, not only the Malays, but the Indians and the others also crowd around her. And I was sort of came apart. But eventually, of course, I wanted to be close to her, like everybody else, and started carrying her books.
First qualities of Mahathir then became obvious when he excelled in his exams.
She failed her first year examination, so I had to tutor her in physics.
He was very persistent to be a tutor and free of charge, so why not?
Finally, Mahathir found an occasion to express his true feelings to Siti Hasmah.
We went somewhere and caught in the rain as he sent her back in the bus. He realized that she was in the rain and he came back. So he said, "Why did you come back? You're wet." Then he said, "Came back because I love you."
So that was how it began.
Mahathir and Siti Hasmah began their 8-year courtship.
First date, I can't remember because at the beginning we go around in a group. Then eventually, I guess they fall off. He must have signaled to them that he wants to take me out.
When did I do one of my first date together? I think we went to a place by the seaside on a kind of jetty, and it was great fun.
Marines Parade in Singapore, and there we had a very nice dinner.
And I suppose I can say that he wooed her and won her.
Finally, the day came for Mahathir to meet her parents.
During the university vacation, I bring my friends back to Kuala Lumpur before they go up north. And so one of them would be Mahathir, of course. And that was how he first met my parents. It was my grandmother who first approved of him before my parents did.
When he wanted to invite my sister to his hometown, he would send his family to fetch her from home. This is something that no one had done before, to show that how sincere he was towards their daughter.
My father made us promise something when he knew that our relationship is going to be very close. He made us promise that we graduate first before we have any thoughts of getting married.
In 1956, 31-year-old Dr. Mahathir proposed to Dr. Siti Hasma. They were married in a traditional Malay wedding ceremony. Politics was Mahathir's first calling. To realize it, he would have to give up his comfortable government job and risk opening his own practice. The first in his town for a Malay.